press conference of Rally Liepaja 2020. Our first two drivers of the six that we have got is Oliver Solberg and Emil Lindholm. I've just got to negotiate my chair, and that's probably harder than your stage. But we're on now. But yeah, first up, Oliver, but we're going to start with Emil first. First time in Liepaja, Emil, what are the hopes and targets for this weekend?
Yeah, first time, and it's been a pleasure to see the roads. They remind us a bit of our home roads back in Finland, so looks good so far. I mean, target is definitely to carry through the rally, to see how our MRF tire performs, and again, to get valuable data, to get info, and to develop the tire even further. But let's see, I think we have a fair chance of finishing in the top 5, but I think tomorrow will show.
A gravel expert, I think I'm right in saying that rather than the tarmac of Rome, but you perform well in Rome. You say development with the tyres, how are they coming along? Because they've got more experience of MRF on gravel than they have on tarmac.
Yeah, this is definitely true, and I think already qualifying showed that the tire actually is quite good already on gravel. Honestly, the development has been super fast, and I'm sort of delighted to see this because I mean, this is only the second rally I'm doing with the gravel tire, and already it's showing this kind of pace. So yeah, the development is really speeding on along, and I'm sure there's much more to come.
It's been busy. Rome, another rally in Italy, gravel rally. You nearly won that. What was that like?
That was a great rally. I mean, again, I said the roads here are nice, but they were as well in Arezzo. Yeah, it was a close one, and we really were in for the win until the last stage. But yeah, technical issue then forced us to retire before the last stage, so this was a shame. But yeah, that's rally, and this is a new weekend now.
Okay, Oliver, we'll come across to you. Sitting there, it's quite warm here. Ambient temperature outside are going to be high this weekend. Last year's winner, Oitanak always tells me that you've got to at least match your performance from the previous year. What is your targets?
No pressure, thank you. No, it's just fun to be back driving on these fast gravel roads again, and it's been a long time now, so it's really cool to. I was first time on recce, I was like, oh, I forgot how fast the roads really are. So it's good fun to be back.
At the end of the qualifying stage that we just had a couple of hours ago, you came to the end and you looked at the board. Just explain to us what was going on.
I said to my co-driver, I said, wow, what a good time from Usberg. He did, 2:12 or something. I was like, wow, that was a good time. And I was like, no, that was my time. And I didn't know, I didn't understand it was my time. So I was like, he beat me with the second because Aaron took a different time. So I was like, he beat me with the second or something. And I didn't get so happy. But then I noticed it was my time. So then I was happy.
In Rome, it was massively competitive. You went there saying a top 7 was what you were looking for, a podium at the end of it. How pleased were you with that?
Oh, definitely. I was very happy with it. And Rome, first time on tarmac, coming there with no expectations at all, and managing to do the times I did, I was very, very happy. And it was great fun to do those tarmac events. It was really cool.
What we did see in qualifying, probably your closest rival championship-wise, Alexei Lukyanuk, down in 9th quickest. He didn't have the perfect run, but how competitive do you think it's going to be between you all? It's really kind of close up the front.
It's definitely really close. And okay, I think it was a little bit of road cleaning again between the R2s and shakedown for Lukyanuk. So I think he has had a disadvantage actually. But otherwise it was very close, and I think tomorrow is going to be flat out, that's for sure.
I've got a question in for you, Oliver, from Mikole from rallypl.com. We asked journalists if they wanted to send some in. You're high in the overall standings of the European Championship after Rome. What is the plan, and is it to continue with the FIA European Rally Championship and put a championship campaign together?
We will see what happens, but we're very good in the championship now, and we'll just try to stay consistent this weekend and do hopefully a podium. So we will see what happens, but if it goes well and if the plan goes together, we will hopefully do some more ERC events.
Okay, thank you guys. Just hang around though, because we've got road picking after the press conference. We're going to introduce our next pairing. Alexei has actually arrived, so we're going to go to pairing of Martin Sesks and Alexei Lukyanuk, who just arrives at just around, coolly walks in and gets himself sorted. Martin's actually wins the prize for arriving in the most stylish way at the press conference on his little scooter, through the door. So, we'll start with hometown hero, Martin Stesk. Third overall last year in 2019. Obviously, different car, different category this year, but what are the hopes?
Well, the hopes is to get ready for WRC Estonia. I think it's very good preparation here to drive alongside Kentor and everyone, others who are here in ERC, and very fast guys here. So I think it will be very nice weekend with some nice fights as well.
How we all arrive, everybody arrives into Liepaja, does the rally. How strange is it, or how cool is it to actually be having the rally in your hometown and staying in your own bed, kind of going around all the places you go around in your everyday life?
Well, it is a bit strange. It's kind of a little bit harder to prepare for the race, because normally when you arrive, I don't know, 3-4 days before the recce, and you have a flight and a hotel and everything, you get yourself quite prepared. But now when I'm in home, I'm just oh yeah, this is rally week, but I still have things to do here. So it was kind of a little busy week. Yeah.
Not a lot going on competition-wise in Sweden. What have you been up to? I'm looking at your social media, huge amount of testing, but what's been going on in your world?
Well, yeah, we had some good test kilometers since Sweden. We also won 2 national rallies in Lithuania, so we kind of prepared for this one as a big event, and also this will be our final preparation before Estonia.
Okay, moving across to Alexei, looking at championship leader, following what I think was probably your best drive that you've produced in your career. How are you feeling coming into Liepaja?
After the qualify, not really fantastic, to be honest. Yeah, not the start we were hoping for. Actually, finishing the qualify, I thought we were doing quite okay, and I delivered my maximum, but it looks like small things delayed us on the way, like being first on the road after two-wheel drive cars, and different small things. Looks really strange and frustrating, but yeah, so far I think it's the worst qualifying in my career.
I was surprised when you said, I'm going to have to go faster. I've never ever heard you say, I'm going to have to go faster. But Latvia's got a good reputation. It was the first time we ever really saw you, and you came to prominence 2013. But you've never won here. What do you think's kind of missing?
I never estimated it in that way, actually. You cannot win every rally, and I was never focusing on, doing something extra here. I'm just trying to deliver my maximum, and that's it. It's a lot of things on the way all the time, and I don't care about that too much, to be honest.
Everybody's got challenges around the world with COVID and transport and everything like that. You've been on holiday between Rome and here. You've got yourself away, cleared your brain. What was that like? But you had a challenging trip here.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, I had some doubts that we can make our way to the rally, and at some point I thought if we will get to the rally, it's already a small win. And it was a big relief when we finally achieved the location. Yeah, it was not so easy to switch from being hiking in the mountains to managing all things for the rally, but we're here. It's the most important thing.
Something that's going to be quite tough in a few minutes' time when we do the road picking. You've probably never started that high up on the road unintentionally before. How demanding is it going to be with a lot of very competitive drivers around?
Yeah, I believe it will be challenging, demanding, you name it. The idea is to have maximum fun. In our situation, we cannot really do much. I think starting 7th on the road, on the gravel like that, it matters a lot. So I will try to have some fun tomorrow.
That's all we need here. Alexei looking at trying to have some fun. Guys, thank you very much. Just hang around because remember we have got road picking. And I'd like to invite up Mads Osberg and Nikolai Gryazin for the final pairing of this pre-event press conference of Rally Liepaja 2020. And got themselves comfy. We'll start with Mads, who is on the left. Mads, Canary Islands, we saw you in the ERC probably 3 years ago now. I'm thinking you're back. What is the purpose of being here?
Well, the main target is obviously to prepare for Rally Estonia. So, of course, everything was decided a bit late. We just knew for about a week before we came here that we were doing the event. So it was just a part of our preparation for Estonia. But of course, it's nice to be back in Latvia as well. I've actually been here to compete 8 years ago in the national championship. So it's nice to be back here.
The stages on that rally was in the Talsi region, very different to the stages down in Liepaja. Just give us an insight to the difference that we could see this weekend.
No, I mean, of course, all the stages have a big variation of speed. I think that's what surprised me maybe the most, that I was expecting this fast and wide roads everywhere, but it seems like a lot of narrow and more twisty and flowing roads as well, which I'm happy to see, because I think we will have more of that in Estonia, so it makes the preparation even better for us. But for sure, it's challenging to switch the speed so many times. You do a junction, you're out on the wide, fast road for maybe 5 or 6 kilometers, just flat out all the time, and then you do a junction and you're back into a narrow road, so it will be a big variation of speed.
I think if I know you well enough to kind of say you really enjoy those fast-flowing roads. Do you feel you come here as a favourite with your World Championship experience? Is there a little target on your back from some of the other drivers?
Well, it could be, of course, but I mean, we have to be realistic as well. There is a lot of drivers there with experience from the event and also with the championship. I haven't really driven a car in 6 months. I've had 1 day of testing, and most of the guys here have been driving and testing for about 3 or 4 weeks now. So I'm a bit down at the moment, but I'm improving step by step, and it's basically why I'm here. I want to build my speed and build my confidence. But of course, when I start an event, I focus on the times as well.
Thank you very much. Someone else who was quickest in the times was Nikolai Gryazin, fastest Nikolai in the qualifying stage, 2-time winner here. What kind of emotions does this rally bring to you?
It's like more comfortable emotions from the last years, and it's nice to be back. Also, I like ERC championship, so for me it's nice to come back. And Liepaja was every time for me really tough challenge, because in 2017 I was really sick after the qualification. It was really difficult to drive against Roland Pera. But we did it, and in 2018 it was more like mental problems, because we were competing for the Under-28 championship, so it was also difficult. So now I don't have any standings in rally, in ERC, so I can just enjoy this rally, enjoy myself. About qualification, it was okay, and I'm still, I feel like I'm not in the best shape with the new car, but I'm getting better and better. I hope this rally will be good for, like Metso told, for WRC Estonia. But okay, WRC Estonia is more slower, but with more jumps. So here you can increase your brave in the fast sections. Narrow sections, I don't think in Estonia it will be too much, but it's quite tricky one, because it's really fast. Also, really, I think the simulators in my home helped me to gain all this experience with the driving style and other stuff, because on a test we did really like 50 Ks before Liepaja, but okay, I did rally in Lithuania, but yeah, I think also the games are giving a lot.
Something else that's new for you compared to previously, Liepaja, is different co-driver. Just tell us how that relationship's coming along.
Also, now it's very good, because he lives near me in Riga, so we are chilling together, and now we have possibility to drive again in simulators. So we are making the pace notes, are playing a lot, trying to upgrade our pace notes. So as I told it before, it's not problem now to hear his voice in intercom, because really spent a lot of time with this.
It's like a second home for you, is Latvia. You drove for SRT that were Latvia. We've had Martins on the stage who is from here. Does it just give you that feeling, that little advantage because you've been based in Latvia for so long?
Yeah, I can say it little advantage because I start my career in Latvia, so I understand the surface. I cannot say that like I remember all the stages, because this rally for sure it's opposite directions, and for sure we have no advantage. But anyway, I have advantage with knowledge of the surface. It's most important on this rally.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. That concludes our pre-event press conference, but just hang on a minute or so, because we're just going to we're going to remove the chairs, we're going to bring in the bonnet, and Chris Ross, I think you're going to wander around and just try and get a couple of interviews, I think.
Yeah, apparently so. So we're just going to obviously show you where we are this evening with the media centre. This is the Olympic Centre in the centre of Liepaja, and normally this room is filled with journalists. It's absolutely packed in here during the rally time that we're here for the event, and it's so quiet here at the moment. If we swing the cameras round while we just set up and get the bonnet organised, there's no journalists in here. We're respecting social distancing. It's very, very quiet. There's no tables and chairs in here. It's just the absolute bare minimal this weekend. So we've got 15 pens for 15 drivers from the qualifying stage. All of them are individual and unique to each of the drivers, and so just to keep contamination right down to the bare minimum. Got to talk to Miko Marcek. Miko, you were second fastest in qualifying, and super quick out there. And the qualifying stage, the first section of it is almost like downhill skiing with the don't cut posts so far into the road. You were nearly there, nearly quickest.
Yeah, that was really nice for me and for Szymon to be such quick. For us, that was quite clear run. Okay, it was easier because that was third run of the stage. Also, the stage wasn't very demanding about a lot of dangerous around the road, trees and so on. We are going in the fields. The stage was quite similar to the Rally Polski qualification stage, we can say, and we are happy. Our team, SRT, prepared for us very fast Skoda Fabia Rally 2 Evo. In total, we are very happy, but we also know that we haven't got experience in this rally, and probably tomorrow will be much more tough for us, but still we are happy because the road position will be very important.
Long drive north to Talsi tomorrow, and then a long drive back in the evening. You've been out to look at those proper stages. What do you make of them up there in Talsi?
Yeah, I think the day in Talsi will be a little bit different. The Saturday is more similar one more time to the Rally Polski, and Sunday it's much faster, wider, like very fast stages with a lot of crests. Probably on Saturday it's important to be careful about some punctures. Also, and there is not a lot of stages which are in two loops, which means this is just one run. In some places it's hard for me as a debutant here, but it's also very important to learn the rallies, and it's a good way to do it. In total, we are happy. I hope we did with Szymon good recce, and we will push as much as possible to still be on the finish line, because the full season of the ERC Junior is the most important for us.
Thanks very much, Miko. I can see that your glasses are starting to steam up there, wearing the face masks this weekend. So we'll see you at the end of the stages tomorrow. And of course, road picking next up. So the top 15 drivers going through, and top 15 drivers, I think they are in the room, Julian. So we're good to go and get them to sign the bonnet.
That's it. Yeah, I think they are all here. Well, we're about to find out. Well, we know the quickest two are here anyway. Well, quickest three, because we've just done them. So road picking selection, the top 15 drivers through the qualifying stage will come up, and they will select their number of where they want to go on the road. This is road positions, not car numbers. They sign their surname, and then they put their car number. So Nikolai Gryazin was fastest through the qualifying stage. So Nikolai's coming up. He's going to get given a pen. You get your own pen. You can keep that, or you can discard it in the bin behind when you're finished. No, that's your own pen. That's yours. pick your number. You need your surname, not your signature. So we need Grierson on there and your car number.
Just another place.
On whichever place you want to pick on the road. So we're going 15th for Nikolai Grierson. And there we are. It's quite a simple thing. Nikolai, can you just put your car number on? I'll tell you what it is if you can't remember. Number 5. That's it. That's great. Grierson picks 15th on the road. Next up, second through the qualifying stage. We just heard from him. Miko Marcek can come and select between 1 and 14. I have a feeling I got to know where he's going to go. Road conditions are favouring cars further back on the road, pure and simply because of the road cleaning and the loose gravel. Your car number is number 10. That is great. Thank you very much, Miko. Next up, third quickest, car number 3, Oliver Solberg. Well, you took that in Rome. You went number 1 in Rome. I've got a feeling you're not going to go number 1 here. I really do have a feeling you're not going to do that. 3. He nearly gave someone else a road position. So we're going backwards, forward here. 15th for Grierson, 14th for Marcek, 13th for Solberg. Next up, car number 19, Mikko Heikkilä in the Tony Gardemeister Skoda Fabia. Mikko, you can see what was going on. I think it's quite cool having a bonnet. We normally have a board and things like that, but we're going for a bonnet this weekend. That's really good. 12th on the road for the Skoda driver. Next up, another Finn. We're littered with Finns this weekend. Erik Pietarainen and another Tony Gardemeister Skoda Fabia. Big long name to write. Car number 16 has gone 11th on the road. It is a case of follow my leader, which we kind of thought it would be. Next up on my classification, 6th fastest, car number 2, Mads Osberg. And he collects his pen. We need your surname as well, because we don't all read that. Thanks, Mads. Car number 2 you are. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Going 10th on the road. Car 9 is next. Emil Lindholm in the Team MRF Tyres Skoda Fabia. Emil, I've got that right. I'm always worried I miss a line out. No, it's fine. I'm always worried I miss. You need your surname. Lindholm. That's what we need. We normally have people signing, but then we can't work out who it is at the end of it. So, and your car number is 9. That's it. Okay, and it is now gone across on the board. It's quite a cool board. Very, very, very nice. I like a picture of that when we're finished. Next up, through the stage, another Team MRF tyres car. Car number 4, Craig Breen in his Hyundai i20. And it is still, again, follow the previous car through. Thank you very much, Craig. 8th on the road for tomorrow's action. Championship leader, 9th fastest, car number 1, Alexei Lukanuk and his Santalok Citroen. You would say 7th is the slowest. What have you had a pen leaking or something on your hand? Something, the state of his hands. Dear me. Next up, 10th quickest through, Estonian Raul Yeats, car number 18. Skoda Fabia. Raul, very excited to be back in the European Rally Championship. Goes 6th. Thank you very much. I got a feeling knew this was going to come and happen. Only if it was going to rain was this potentially not going to happen. Next up, 11th fastest, car number 17. Santalok again. Sean Johnson back in the European Rally Championship. Last time we saw him was in Hungary. It was very, very wet in Hungary. It's very, very dry in Latvia. Sean just getting some mileage in his car. 5th on the road for tomorrow. Next car through, car number 7, Rally Team Spain. Efren Lorena. had a small mistake towards the end of qualifying. Thinks it cost him about a second. That potentially is going to cost him 2 or 3 road positions for tomorrow. Thank you very much, a friend. 4th on the road. I could have filled this in from next up, but 13th fastest, car number 21. Nicholas Menoh is through. He's coming this way. Your pen is over there, Nicky. Get that signed. What number? You're not, are you 21? Yes, you are 21, yes. Okay, brilliant. I didn't know why. I thought it was 77 then, but thank you very much. Nicky is written onto the board. Next up, 14th fastest, car number 15, Alberto Ballestini. First time here in Latvia. I wonder which place, yes. Got a tough job to do tomorrow now. 2nd on the road. And last but not least, by any stretch of the imagination, it's the number 11 Skoda Fabia of German Dominic Dinkel. You're going to have to go number 1, unfortunately, Dominic. And that concludes, thank you very much, our start selection. Dominic Dinkel will head the road and the field away tomorrow. Fastest through qualifying, Nikolai Gryazin is going to go 15th and will have the cleanest road possible. Our nice little board now has been transferred. I do like that. So that is the road selection over and done with. The next action that we have from round 2 of this year's FIA Rally World European Rally Championship is stage number 1 tomorrow. We're live on Facebook. 20 past 12, the stage goes live. Join us then.